That was nice of you to do the native.
Yeah,
And
you can get
they and
50, you can get 50 megabits up and down. Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
oh man,
Oh, for the if you can't get fiber.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
just
the
can
yeah,
get like
Uverse. That's
DSL plus or
DSL.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
what shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're live. Yep. All right, so we are live. Um, yeah. So the uh creature had asked you guys for help trying to locate a book here in the library. Um, and he was looking for a book of keeping. Now what you guys
Is
did
he an
look,
accountant?
you guys
The
did
Book of
look
Bean Counting.
of what the books of keeping were. Essentially, they were a um, books that uh, there were a set of books of lost homes that held the true names of every Yugoloth ever created. So,
Ah.
um, so yeah, so he was in this library looking for it and thought that you guys might be able to help him look for it. And so
That's
he
the
was going to go
jackal-headed
off.
dude.
Yep,
Yeah.
that jekyll-headed dude. And so he was going to go off and try and keep looking. And as he walked off, the penguin handed you guys a small note that said, "Help me." So,
And yeah.
and then kind of continues to follow along, uh,
Hmm.
looking for the book.
We know what Eugaliths are?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check, please.
Can do. I will also.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys would both know that they were demons or fiends that basically uh from a long time ago that had a lot of power and had their own agendas aiding both sides of the blood war
Hmm.
between Bayatsu and Tendari or Tenari. So those are long, like old creatures.
How would he be
And
looking this up?
he wants the true names of them.
Yeah.
He's looking for the true names of them.
Do we? I feel like anybody that would do any kind of arcane casting would understand, like how powerful that is, or
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, you guys would know that true.
Probably.
Like, large, that there's a lot of power in true names.
Yeah, especially
And I
for
guess like
old, powerful
why?
demons.
Like why is he? Is there one of those here? I feel like we need to talk to this guy a little bit more, and
Mhm.
maybe find the book.
Yeah. I would like to I would like to see nonchalantly, if I can kind of ascertain how powerful or how big or how easy it might be to defeat the dude that is walking along with the penguin.
The Jackal Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll me. Was there something that is particular that you wanted to roll,
Like
or
I was thinking like maybe nature because he's kind of like an animal. Maybe I would have seen or interacted with something similar.
it's not so much an animal. I mean, like he's not so much an animal as he as a dragonborn would be an animal.
Hmm.
Um, just a creature of a different race. I would let you roll a survival check though.
Okay. Average.
Ooh, does he know if it's over 9,000 or not?
Mhm.
It's over 9,000.
The scouter just displays lines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
Loki.
looking at him, he looks pretty fast. Definitely you see a number of different spell casting things on him. Yeah, you think that probably it would probably be a challenge, but not huge and bulking. So
Okay.
What's Penguin's deal? How do I find out more about that?
yeah,
Penguins, he's like ultra. You're not gonna. He's like Goku level.
what do you want to know about the penguin?
First off, does he have eyes?
It doesn't look like it from the
It doesn't look like it.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Very deep.
Make me a perception check.
in the furrows
Alright.
of his mustache.
I'm being honest. He looks like something from like Resident Evil.
Close,
My
or
Google-
like
I got my
Elden
Googles
Ring or
on.
something.
Okay.
22.
As far as you can tell, you don't see any eyes.
Oh, eyes.
And maybe do, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what the next phrases I'm looking for here is. Do I believe that this penguin thing is more or less evil than the jackal-headed thing? I'm not saying the jackal-headed thing is or isn't evil. I'm just saying, is there a way to do like insight or something, or
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
mannerisms or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, you know, with a 17, he looks to be somewhat afraid. You get this like sense of fear on him as he's like following behind the other creature.
Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. What? Well, taking a step back, what drew us to the library in the first place? Again, I'm trying to remember. I just have library and then notes about it. Are we just exploring?
You guys were just exploring.
Okay.
Does the penguin's gimp suit appear to have pockets or no?
With a 17, you see some small things on them.
All right. Has Nicola made us aware of the little ransom help me? Somehow.
I would like to like nonchalantly like kind of like show it to like Quicks and try and show it to the others, like kind of like signal at the penguin.
Okay.
What I can do is, right, how can we help? On maybe even the same note. And then I can cast Mage Hand, and my Mage Hand is invisible. And if I can do a sleight of hand or something, I can just tuck the little note in one of his little gimp pockets.
Okay.
Is that something we can make an attempt on?
I mean, did you wait a little bit for the two of them to kind of walk away as you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get some space, and follow along.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, I guess, some space, and as you're kind of trying to look for books? I guess I sorry, are you looking for books? Are you trying to make
so-
yourself look
Wait.
not? What are you doing?
The fucking penguin doesn't have eyes, right?
The penguin does. I mean, not that you saw.
Well, there's no point in me writing him a fucking note.
He wrote you a note? He's
Oh, I
communicating
guess.
to you in like a language. Maybe he passed it on for the jackal. Maybe the jackal really needs help.
Hmm.
No.
Hmm.
Well, so I guess we should try to look. I think we should try to look for the book. So I think maybe we should ascertain if there's a order to the way the books are set up. So like a Dewey Decimal System that we can discern from it, or do we have a inkling or reference as to what a book of keeping could look like? If it's just a standard book, is it bigger? Is it smaller? Is it fatter, thinner? Sounds like it's got a lot of things in it, but
So as you recall, what I believe he gave you his name, right?
Believe
Uh,
so.
Kingsport is the penguin.
Kingsport. Okay.
And he did introduce himself. And he said, Scribbenscry has needed your assistance. So he had, you guys kind of thought it was kind of odd that he was talking about himself in a third person point of view.
Don't trust those people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Scribbenscry had didn't really give a good description because it's not really known what these books look like. They are these tomes have been lost for a long time, and he's just kind of going around as you kind of like watch from afar, looking for just kind of like any old looking tome in here.
I guess a check. I don't know if it'd be investigation or something just to see. Does it look like the books are organized, right? Like, is there a teen romance section? Is there a they look like they're organized somehow that we could sort of maybe ascertain like where the old shit is, or
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check. Just straight up wisdom.
I think I'll give you an assist on that, just to try and wrap our heads around this.
Oh God, that was so close to being right. 14.
Looking around, I mean, it takes you a while as you're trying to like read Loras as close as it is to Draconic. It is difficult to read, and so like you're having to rely on using Professor Scott to kind of like read through the backs on some of these tomes and whatnot. And as you're reading through, like you're not seeing much of a organization to the library here. You get the sense that whoever manages the library probably had it memorized as to like where everything was, and relied on themselves to know where things were.
Terrible librarian.
So bad, right? You should write that down. God, I feel like we need to go talk to Scribbins guy at some point to like maybe find out more information as like why he wants it and why he thinks it's here, but maybe not just yet. I don't know if there's
Okay.
any chance of us being able to find it without finding more clues for it. So, is there like a librarian's desk anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, like when you first walked in, there's a front desk area.
Okay.
I mean, like,
Take a look at it.
yeah, like Scrivener gave you, other than telling you that he thought it was here, he gave you no other indication that like it was actually the book is actually here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you head over to the front desk. What are you looking for there? What are you,
Any sort of like notes, librarian's notes, or notes that would reference the book of keeping or anything of interest or note. Any locked drawers or keys or maps that detail what's like what's the layout of the library, anything like that.
yeah, go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
You here with me, Quicks? Help me ruffle through things, or are you looking at
Yeah,
you
I'll
keep an
give
eye
you a
on
hand on
Penguin?
that.
I didn't know if
I
someone's
haven't
keeping an eye
really
on Penguin.
separated. I think he asked Nicola to help him out, so maybe I don't know if he trusts Nicola more
Okay.
or what the deal is, but
He looks.
I'll help out
trustworthy.
the other reader.
You said investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. There we go. Dirty.
Okay. So you don't find anything, any keys or anything. You do find a book that looks newer than some of the others that you've seen on the shelves and whatnot. And as you kind of like flip through it, kind of translating with Professor Scott, you seem to have kind of found a journal written by Thufus. It's signed Thufeus. And it kind of describes Etherin's crash. It kind of goes on to, it appears that Thufus did not perish in the crash. And so it kind of goes on to describe how the city fell from the sky, and attempts of its doomed survivors to escape were unsuccessful. And the last entry in the journal kind of reads, Eriotharis is convinced that aid will come in time for Netheril. I am not so sure.
And we remember that name. That was one of the wizards in the.
Yeah, you recall
the-
that name was essentially the leader.
Yeah.
And that's what if you recall the prisoner that you guys met at the prison last episode had mentioned that same name as essentially the leader of Ethrin.
So this Thufus like live blogged the city crashing.
Essentially.
Cool.
Yeah, so and you kind of get a little bit more information as you're reading through. He gives you kind of get a little bit more information. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so he gives you this other information. I'll copy and paste it into the chat here. So I'll read it out loud. But essentially you gain this information out of the journal. It's actually a fair amount of information. So the fate of Netheril. The Empire of Netheril arose more than 5,000 years ago. Those who follow the Dale Reckoning calendar would put the date of Netheril at about 38,059 DR. So, which was almost 4,500 years ago or so. The Netherese legacy began with the discovery of the Nether Scrolls, These long golden scrolls taught Netherese Arcanus how to wield magic beyond their wildest fantasies. It took centuries, but the Netherese who mastered the power of the Nether Scrolls became a ruling class, living on great flying cities or taking refuge in remote subterranean layers. Despite their great power, the Netherese faced a growing threat. Under the heart of their empire lived spellcasting aberrations called Farim. Using their ability to drain magic, the Farim began to unravel the weave, without which Netheril would collapse into ruin. In minus 339 DR, 4 years after the fall of Ithrin, the Empire's most powerful arcanist, Karsus, attempted to neutralize the Frame threat by casting a spell of unparalleled power that would enable him to replace the Mistral as god of magic, giving him absolute control over the weave. Mistral countered Karsus as a key moment during the casting of the spell, a feat she could only accomplish by sacrificing herself and tearing the weave. Karsus was slain instantly, and for a time thereafter, most of the creatures of the world were either without magic or simply unable to control it. Without great magic to keep them aloft, the remaining flying cities of Netheril crashed into the ground, and many Arcanists who were survived were driven mad. One magic came back to use, though. Once magic came back into use, Netherese Arcanists could no longer cast their mightiest spells as they had before, forcing them to resort to traditional wizardry. 400 years after Karsus cast his spell, the Netherese Empire was no more, crushed by its enemies and undone by its own hubris. In the Forgotten Realms, Netheril, as the definitive lost empire, it rose to unparalleled heights, but eventually fell into ruin. Yada yada yada. So,
Interesting. Okay. Nothing about the book though.
How we lost the ability to cast like 10th level and higher magic, right?
it is.
Not that I know that in game, it is out of game.
Yep.
Just hints and whispers. Nice. That's interesting piece of history. Monty appreciates that. What do we think about Penguin?
We gotta save Penguin.
Yeah,
We have to
Just
save Penguin.
penguin cute. Must save. Must protect at all costs.
Should we try to flip him notes then, like you wanted to try, and or strike up a conversation with Jackalman to figure out what he's looking for and why and what he thinks it's here?
I am
Why
gonna
do you think it's
reiterate, I'm pretty sure he's blind and I don't know how to write Braille. Maybe, I don't know about blind, but like, he doesn't have eyes, so I'm not sure what to write.
I mean, he wrote the thing, didn't he?
That's true.
You want me to message him?
Yeah, maybe that might be better.
Nah, it might be better.
Oh shoot! I wrote you guys the wrong thing. I apologize. If we go back,
That was still cool.
I'm like, that's it seems like that was a lot of stuff that the person would not have known about. Do you want to hear what they actually wrote?
Yes.
I'd love
Alright.
to.
This
Tell
is
me more.
so essentially they wrote about the fall of Ithrin. And so it says after using the Ithrin Mythlar, to lift the enclave of Ithrin into the sky, Iriel Tharis and his apprentices traveled to the frozen north in search of relics of Astoria, a bygone empire of magic-wielding giants that waged war against the dragons 40,000 years earlier. After many fruitless excavations, they found a large stone spindle bearing strange sigils at the bottom of the sea of moving ice and brought it back to Ithrin to study in the fall of minus 343 DR. Which what the analogy is, it would know is 4 years before the Karsus basically ended magic. During the year of Chilled Morrow, during one of their experiments, something went wrong. A flash of power from the spindle caused the Ithrin Mylar to shut down, which in turn caused the city to fall out of the sky and crash into the ice below. The inhabitants of Ithrin had only a few moments to react as the city fell. Iriel Tharis conjured a doorway to a magical demiplane and stepped through it just in time. As Ithrin settled into its icy grave, all magic in the city became undone for a brief time, as though something was trying to siphon it all away. The demiplane expelled Iliotharis in an instant, trapping the Lich in Ithrin and becoming a living demiplane.
Hmm.
Iliotharis searched the ruins of the city for a spellbook, his phylactery, recovering only the former. He found several magical servants in stasis that had survived the devastation, as well as a handful of apprentices who had used their spells in ingenious ways to escape death. Some of those inside tried to flee Ithrin, but glacial ice blocked all conventional routes of escapes, and attempts to leave by magic were thwarted by a troublesome intercessor. The mysterious spindle in Iliotharis' citadel was still putting out magical pulses of energy to hinder spellcasting. By the time this disruption stopped some 50 years later, fear and madness had warped the minds of apprentice mages, transforming them into Nothics. Meanwhile, Iliotharis grew increasingly feeble until finally the Lich's skeletal body turned to dust.
Wow.
So that is what you guys
Piece of lore.
sussed out of the book, essentially.
Okay, so there's a feeble lich potentially around here somewhere.
It sounds like Iliotharsis was a lich. And then his body crumbled, but I don't think that kills liches. I know. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know. That can't be great though.
Penguin?
Go ahead and make me a history check.
Ooh, I can.
I will assist you.
I'll take it. We got spectrum going on there.
You recall seeing some sort of like floating thing earlier. A day
Danger floaty.
a day or two
Danger
earlier.
floaty.
A danger floaty of
A
sorts.
danger floaty.
Reading through these journal entries, you think that there is probably some sort of connection there.
Iliotharsis or something with that. Okay.
Iliotharis says danger floaty supreme.
Yes.
At your service.
Oh boy. This will get fun. Okay. Should we go try to get within 120 feet of Penguin Man and message him?
Yeah, might as well.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So I guess like pretending to look for books, I will go within 120 feet of Penguin Man and message him. What do you need help with?
Okay.
In what way do you need help?
They're using the word message, right?
I am using.
Are you using the spell message?
The spell.
I have 25 words. Or is it?
No, that's 6 seconds, and you just kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So you hear kind of in this like crackly penguin type tone. He goes, I need help getting out of here. I was promised so much, and this is what he's left me with. Scriven Scry is such a unkind master.
What did Scriven Scribe promise you?
He promised me a life of enlightenment. And all I want to do is be free of this madman.
How long have you been here?
Here in Ithrin?
Yes.
2 days?
Why does Scriven Scribe want that book?
Why would any powerful mage want that book?
I understand it's powerful, but like
To become more powerful. It is all that he has enlightened me with.
doesn't have anything to do with the city itself.
No, we don't have much else to do with Ethan other than he supposedly got a tip that Netherese cities may have had the books of keeping at some point. Um, but if I'm being honest, I don't necessarily trust his source here.
So, two questions. How can we help you, and why should we help you?
Says you should help me because I am asking for help. Uh, and I want to be out of this place. As to how, I don't know. Scriven's Cry is quite the powerful creature, though he can be reasonable.
Hmm.
If you have something that he wants.
Is there anything besides the book he wants?
That's his latest desire is the book. Um, but as to what else he wants, that would be for he's always looking for more power. Things that may help him in his quest, his search for the books of keeping.
If we helped you, is there any way you can help us, like repay for this, right? Because like you mentioned, he's a powerful wizard. We don't want to anger a powerful wizard, and if we do anger a powerful wizard, we could get very well hurt. Um, Again, like I we generally want to help people, but we also want we're also down here working towards our own goals. So, is helping you gonna also help us?
I don't know what help you need, but I will do what I can to try and help you.
I'll share with him a little bit about what we're doing, how we're trying to put the code words together, and ultimately gain access to the power of the city to end the winter.
Says I can attempt to help you find anything in the library here, if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for information here in the library. Other than that, I don't know much else about Ithrin. Since we only arrived a few days ago.
Insight check? Just cause?
Yeah, I'll do it. An insight check through message. Can you do that?
Oh, I guess, yeah, there's only one person that's heard this conversation. Scratch
Yeah.
that.
Well, so he's 120 feet away, so I'm like whispering it to you guys as we like huddle over by looking at books and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I still don't think I could do an insight check across the conversation I'm not having.
no, yeah. Do I think he's telling the truth in this? I don't know if insight works over message or not, because I'm not getting a lot of clues from him, but
Just like is the indication that that's actually how long they've been there.
If you want to try and roll an insight check.
Maybe I'm artificially handicapping us, but I'm going to say I don't know if I can assist on this one.
I don't think
I
you
don't
can
think you
insist on
can.
this
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
no. I like because when I picture insight, I picture like you're looking at like body cues, like
You're
are they
listening
like
to tonal inflections and whatnot.
yeah. I don't know how much that comes over on message, but
yeah. It is with a 12. You don't get much information out of him. He's probably telling the truth, but you can't be certain on it. So, but you aren't getting massive red flags on him.
so I guess like not message talking to us. I'm like, obviously, if we found the book, we could probably trade the book for the Penguin's freedom. It sounds like he's open to bargaining. I don't know if there's anything else we could trade him, because it sounds like he's
I don't know.
fixated on this book, but we could talk to him, I suppose. I guess, why do we want the penguin?
It'd be good to do. Honestly, I'm gonna have to, just for the fact that
I know, yeah, you have a connection. And you can
yeah,
support
I'm
it.
not okay. If he's being
don't
kept
like
against
him.
his will, it's an immediate not okay for me. So
Yeah. Well, so Quicks, do you want to try to reason with him? Do you want to try to find the book?
I mean, we can look. The thing is anybody that's with the assumption that we know anything about this, anyone that's looking for the true names of a bunch of demons that is already not a great guy probably shouldn't have whatever he's looking for.
Yeah.
This is just like a general rule.
General
I'm not
rule
saying
of
we,
thumb.
like, we'll ultimately give it to him, but I mean, it is, like, we could try bargaining with something else.
Yeah, I mean,
Or we
realistically,
could
it
murder
wouldn't be
old boy.
bad to find just so that we know where it is and that other people don't have it.
So should we, you want to spend some time continuing to look for
Might as
it for a
well.
little bit? And then, because like he thinks we're looking anyways, so it's like we can
Yeah.
actually look and then go back to him and talk to him. So
It's a double fake out, and we actually look.
we actually do look. We're not just, yeah.
Wahahaha. We're so tricksy.
Aw, that's right.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, okay. What thoughts do we have on looking? I tried the Dewey Decimal System and I tried the librarian's desk.
I mean, you could just spend the next couple hours looking.
Okay, we'll do that.
Roll me 3d20.
All right.
Like one person, or do you want
Is
each of
it
us
for
to kind of
people
roll?
searching or yeah?
I just need 3d20s rolled.
All right,
I'll
let's do
roll one.
it. I
There
will
you go.
also roll one.
Got you.
I rolled a 2.
Hopefully we weren't going for high numbers. You find a bag of stale pretzels.
All right, so you don't find. I guess we'll start off with Quixotic. You don't find the book that you're looking for, but you do find some interesting information about Ithrin, kind of from back in the day. You do learn that Ithrin was governed by a group of 8 arcanists known as the Wizards of the Ebon Star. And you read in the book that their names and faces are immortalized in the city's museum, which you confirms kind of what you saw back in the museum.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this back in the museum.
Yeah.
It's good that it was in a museum.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Monty, you also didn't find the book. Is it? But you did read a book and kind of learned the wizards of Ithrin imbued certain spells with their own life force, turning them into living entities.
Huh. Interesting. Ooh, like Professor Scont. No.
My God.
My God, it's full of stars.
Nicola, you read that the city's elite wore robes of silk that displayed shifting illusionary patterns.
Want one of those.
It's a cool coat. It's a
Yeah.
many color coat. It's a Technicolor coat.
Technicolor gleam coat.
Technicolor Gleeman's coat.
And then Kohi, can you go ahead? If you were looking to, I'll let you roll as well.
He's like, no, I wasn't no part of this.
Scruffy doesn't read nothing but comic books. Mhm.
0G jugs.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, that's-
Sexy kinda.
Okay,
that's a number.
That
Okay.
is a number.
that is a number.
You found the adult section.
I porn.
I knew the beads meant something.
0G jugs.
Yes.
0G jugs.
All right. So you would know,
Follow the patchouli oil.
in the book that you read, that in times of trouble, the wizards of the Ebon Star would raise a force field around the Enclave's central spire that only they could pass through.
Mm. Interesting.
A lot like a description of, like, we've seen there's like a thingy around the central spire right now ish, right?
Yeah, you get the sense that like that's likely what is preventing you from reaching the Mythlar or the Central Spire in general.
Oh
Hmm.
shit.
Anything else about like how it operates or?
That's a
And the
good
pages were
question.
kind of old, and there wasn't much other information
Probably.
given than that.
Judging by all the bibliophiles, they were crusty and some of them were stuck together.
Yeah.
It's with patchouli oil, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe Penguin Guy can kind of help us with that if we get him free. So we didn't find the book of books. So
Hmm.
should we go talk to
Scribbenscry.
Scrimshaw, but it's Scribbenscry.
Right.
Let's go talk to him and see. So we'll go up to Scribbenscry and we'll be like we've searched high and low. We haven't been able to find the book that you're seeking.
You see him kind of like twisting his hands. He says, "That makes Scribbenscry real sad. What? Where did you look? Can I trust your eyes?"
I gesture at the library. We looked. Learned a lot of information. Is there any other topics you're interested in? Your penguin fellow here looks like he's interested in some things, right? Is there anything else you're looking for?
Kingsport is only interested in helping Scribbenscry find what I'm looking for, what he's looking for.
Is
How much for your Boyd?
Yeah, how much for your board? Yeah. Is Kingsport really interested in helping you? Because he doesn't look like he's too happy.
I wouldn't be. Scribbenscry isn't happy either. Not finding this book.
Well, you have anything else for us to go on as to why you think it's here? You just kind of said it's here. I mean, there's a lot of books. Anything else to help? That sounds like it's a rare and rather powerful book.
The information Scribbenscry was given was that the books of keeping were once held in another city. And so I teleported here, or Scribbenscry teleported here with Kingsport looking for these books.
Hmm.
I guess I'll make an insight check just to see if he's like, does it look like he sounds like he's withholding anything? Is he trying to be deceitful about talking about it and not share information with us? So that's kind of what I'm looking to see how he is behaving. And I don't know, 15.
Yeah, with a 15. I mean, you get the sense that he is dancing around what his true reason is for looking for this book. But he definitely seems to be telling you the truth on like that's what he's looking for and whatnot, and that they teleported here. So
Hmm.
Because what happens if you can't find the book?
Scriven Sky will have to continue to look for other Netherese cities.
Will Kingsport go with you, or
Of course, I need someone to carry around my cart for me. Scriven Sky needs somebody to carry around his cart. Sorry, it's really hard to hear in the third person.
yeah?
And the penguin's the best thing to do that for you?
He says, have you seen how methodically Kingsport moves through the library here? Scriven Sky knows no other person who would do as good of a job as Kingsport.
All right. So you said they're really old. Maybe we'll go take a look at some of the deeper archives and see if we can find something. See if anything else comes up. We'll go, take a look at the records again, and see who might have checked out the book or something like that. And um, so let's keep looking for a minute, and we'll come back. We'll chat with you. But yeah, but like, anything else you can help us point to where it might be or why you think it's here, let us know. If not, we'll go take another look.
Okay. Scriven
Um,
Sky has passed along all the information that he has been given about the location of the books of keeping.
okay. So we all go away. And then when we're out of hearing range, I'm like, they're like, could we forge it, or could we maybe not even forge the actual book, but forge something that references the name of the city that it actually is in, and then trade that for the penguin? Could we do that? Does that sound like a plan? Like maybe not the actual book because that might be too much. But if we forged something that was like, yeah, it's in city, blah blah blah, on the South Pole because we're in the North Pole, like, you know, maybe that we could trade that to him for the penguin. What do we think? Because like, I mean, we look again, but I don't know if it's actually here. And if it is, I don't think we want to give it to him anyways. So
I don't know. What does everybody else think?
The problem with making up the names would be that, like, you can kind of test that, can't you?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, let's not make up the names, right? Let's like, hey, we found a map. We'll trade you the map to the actual city where it is. If you give us the penguin, sort of thing, right? So like, we'll come up with a book that references information about where it actually is. Not that we really
Yeah.
know, right? Like, right, and trade that to him for the penguin.
Yeah, that seems reasonable, perhaps.
Who's
I
got
don't
the
know.
best forging skills? And is there like a book we can kind of modify? Because I like to give him the book with the passage in it or something, right?
Let me see. Is forgery? I don't know if I'm thieves tools, but I don't know if I'm proficient with forgers kits. But that is probably maybe sleight of hand. I don't know what that would be.
I believe that's what the check is.
Sorry, say that again.
I believe it is. Yes, for sleight of hand.
Okay.
It's sleight of hand if you're proficient with a
Forgery tools.
with the forgery tools. Otherwise, it'd just be a dex check.
Okay. I mean,
Is how I would roll that.
okay.
So so I think I remember there was a book about like history of Netherese or something like that. Could we try to forge like a page or something, like maybe sew another page in or something like that. A page that's smudged, like try to make it look like smudged, like saying reference to a book of keeping in, like another Netherese city, like, and find another like legitimate Netherese city referenced in some of the material, like where it's
Hmm.
sitting in a Netherese library. So we should be able to
We-
piece some of that stuff together,
As
make
long
it
as we
sound
get the right
legit.
paper, we wouldn't even need to put it in there. We could just say it fell out because it was
It
old.
fell out. Yeah, it was like ripped and tore, and yeah, like yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay, should we give it a go?
I mean, sure. So we're gonna try and forge something in another language. So we're gonna have to find supplies for that. Which maybe, I don't know.
We're in a library. There's got to
Yeah,
be
it'd either be here or it'd
writing
be in the
stuff or
bazaar, right?
Mhm.
Which is, I think, nearby.
You recall seeing some ink in the at the librarian's desk that had not frozen or evaporated. You think it was probably some sort of like magical ink?
and probably paper
Techno
too.
Wizard Ink.
Techno wizarding. It's a wiggle squiggle writer.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a go.
Sure. All right. Do you have the thing where you get like half proficiency on everything or no?
On skill checks.
It is
So
it is a
yeah.
skill check,
Like so sleight of hand, yeah, I've got like
but it
plus
would
6.
be, forgery. Okay, so I
Yeah.
have a
If it's a
flat.
straight, I'm also proficient in dex, so it's also a plus 6 if I'm rolling just a straight, like a dex saving throw. Just a
Yeah,
straight dex check's only plus 2, but you're probably better than I am in that.
I have a +5 dex, but if you're considered half proficient, you might be. I think we'd be about equal. Because
assist you.
or wait, no, because you'd be a 4 and I'd be a 5 then. Yeah,
could
we can
assist you.
try. I mean, Professor Scott might be better to assist me just because he knows how to
Maybe.
speak Netherese.
True. True. Yeah. Yeah, he can help you with the subtext and the conjecture and the punctuation and all that stuff.
Okay, so doing it untrained isn't disadvantage. I just don't roll with proficient.
Right. you
With
don't roll a
Professor
skill.
Scott, would I be okay to roll with advantage and just add my dex bonus, right?
So you're rolling a deception check
It would be.
or
Well, what do you want me
performance?
to roll? It would be a forgery, right? There's like an actual check for that, right? Did I? Because to use a forger's kit, it's like a tool kit. So, like I have a +9 to thieves tools. So it would just
But
be.
thieves tools like
Well,
it's
I
sleight
know.
of
I'm
hand.
saying.
Yeah.
Just it would be a raw dex check, and then with Professor Scott helping with like grammar and stuff like that, I'm assuming I should be able to do with advantage. Is that correct or no?
Yeah, we can. I'll let you do it at advantage.
All right, so it's gonna be a flat dex bonus, which is a +5 for me. And we'll see what happens. Here we go. Gosh. I mean, it's not ideal.
Okay.
But it's old.
Yeah, it is old and it is in the right ink.
So it's old. It's in the right ink that you managed to find, or at least similar ink. You write a quick note in one of the tomes about Zenlineal, the capital of Ithrin, essentially having some sort of that the high wizards there having some sort of asking for some sort of help in trying to translate the
Book of Keeping.
the books of keeping.
Mm,
There we
I
go.
like that. That's a good story.
Seems like a brilliant idea. I think I can make this work.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so good. He's patting himself on the back.
Well, so we'll wait like a little bit of time, like we were searching, and then go back to Scriven's guy, and let him know that we may have found something that might help him in his journey. However, we would like to barter for his servant, his penguin, as compensation for it. Tell him then, like, we really think that this is the actual location. We've searched here, we haven't come across it, but we did find a very specific clue, right? And I'd show him the paper, but we'd like to barter for you, for your servant, for this information, right? And then I want to be very persuasive with him, and try to charm and persuade him towards this deal, and it being a good tip and a good lead. So
Go ahead. So Scriven's Cry says, "What need do you have for a that is greater than Scriven's Cry with Kingsport?"
that there's a lot of books here. Like, another pair of hands would be incredibly helpful around our library, and it sounds like he knows his way around these sorts of things. Like, this piece of paper is going to take you to what you need to know and find. I don't think you'll need him after you have this powerful information. We could use him here. Like, he's gonna, and I think he'd like that too. Like, I don't know if he communicates or not, but it sounds like he might be open to this. Like, Kingsport, do you like that? Would you want to stay with us? Could use your help, and we've done you a favor. You could do us a favor. Sounds like we're good.
You see him look. You've never seen a penguin look bashful before, but there's always a first time for everything.
His mustache curls a little extra. I don't know if it's his eyebrows or his mustache. He doesn't have eyes, so it's not his eyebrows though.
He definitely seems apprehensive about stepping up. And you see Scriven Scry look to Kingsport, and he says, "Kingsport, is this true that you want to stay here and help these folks? What about the path of enlightenment that I've promised you? What about all the help that you've given me? Does that mean nothing to you?" You see Scriven Scry kind of like cower down a little bit, and he goes, "But master, I like it here. It's cold. It fits me well." Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check, Monty.
Okay.
Just a straight persuasion check, with the note that you wrote. Scriven Scry looks to you and kind of looks back to Kingsport. And he looks back to you and he says, "I think my need for Kingsport is greater than yours. But I will take that paper from you, and then we'll be off."
No, if I like that deal.
Well, I don't know exactly what we get out of this deal. Then, if we can't have Kingsport, what does the library get for the service?
The library gets you.
It already has us. I don't know if it's benefiting its patrons.
And we'll get to
From-
keep you forever.
I'm gonna start to shuffle off to the side so that we're not all standing just like in a direct fireball formation.
Fireball formation.
Yep. I'm just gonna start to, oh look, I have to go Dewey Decimal that over there.
And he looks at you, he says, pause. He says, hand me that paper and we will be off.
I don't have it.
He looks to Monty and says, he sees you, Quixotic, moving back out of the way. And he says, Scriven Scry, I would like everyone to stand down. Hand me that paper, and Kingsport and I will be off.
I'm just following the rules of the library here, right? You have to give us, a something in return for the services we're providing you, for this knowledge and information. Like we spent time and the library's collected this. How are you going to better and benefit the library?
I will let you leave here with your lives.
That sounds like a threat.
It's very much a threat.
I laugh.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Do. I'm a do.
He
Alright.
says, I'm going to count to 3. And I would
I
like
look
to see
at
that
Quix.
paper in my hands.
I'm gonna
One.
duck behind the bookshelf and try and hide and move
Eh.
around.
As you duck behind, as you back away and duck behind, I need everyone to roll initiative at this
Oh
point.
yeah.
I was gonna jump out with a anyways, okay, we're rolling initiative to the matter.
Click your character.
Yeah, good call.
I'm gonna love nothing more than beating this fucker into the ground.
Kind
Yeah.
of like, pisses me off, doesn't it? So
His mere existence is a stain upon this universe.
yes, yes it is.
Tricks me off.
You know
Oh,
what really
man.
grinds my gears?
You know what
Well,
really
it's just
grinds
my
my
bitch.
gears.
Give me a second. Sorry, I accidentally clicked back on my mouse. And now my browser's reloading.
Way to go, Opera.
Right?
Do you have the normal Opera or do you have Opera GX?
I think just normal Opera.
Okay, because I think Opera GX is trolling people. Their startup screen, they have like the Opera logo come up and like do an animation, then they have a GIF pop up and yell something.
Oh, really?
See if I can find it.
Just for funsies they're doing that, or?
I think so. I mean, I saw it all over my TikTok,
Okay,
so I'm not sure if there's a like
TikTok.
reason behind it.
gotcha. Scriven Scribe. Kingsport to there. We'll say Alice, Ashar, and Eno are off at the front of the library, are deep within the library, continuing to look for things.
Exploring the stacks.
Way. And then let's go. Spray. Is going to go first. So as he sees Exotic starting to duck out of the way, he goes, I don't think so. Scriven Scry doesn't like that. And is going to basically you see a bolt of lightning heading towards you, Quixotic. That I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
He's pretty good at those.
But as you jump out of the way, Quixotic, it
Mhm.
jumps to you, Nicola, and then to you, Kohi.
No,
Oh
I have a
boy.
question about
Yeah.
that.
I said
Yeah.
If it
no.
hits, if it doesn't hit the initial target, does it still jump?
It does.
I'm assuming it's chain lightning.
It
Okay.
is. It is chain lightning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
So,
you want deck saves?
yeah. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh,
Ayo. Turtle dodge.
Okay.
Probably take half.
Let me make sure. Surprisingly, you guys all save. So you only take
92 damage.
you only take 22 damage.
only.
I will take a massive 0.
Okay.
Mwahahahaha.
All right, so that's gonna end Scriven Scry's turn. With that, Nicola is up.
Is this fucker more than 5 feet away from me?
He is more than 5 feet away from you.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action hex him.
Okay.
And then I am going to say, hey, guess what? I have lightning bolts too. I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
When you hexed him, what'd you choose?
Ooh, good question.
Always do strength because it's not
Yeah.
it's not saving throws, it's only checks, right?
Right, it's only check, so I'll do strength. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna guess a 10 doesn't hit.
And 10 does not hit as you're still singeing from the lightning bolt that hit you.
There we go.
That'll hit though.
And I always
Oh
forget.
yeah, that will.
Does the hex damage get doubled too?
Mm,
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Oh, I'll still take 4. Just take that.
So 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
My best was almost as good as his shit. And that actually I might back away from this dude a little bit.
Okay.
Like maybe try and like hide behind a bookcase or something.
Okay.
And then I'll end my turn.
Sounds good. With that, Monty, you're up.
All right, we are going to cast blindness on him. So he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 16.
He does not. Actually, give me 1 second. No, he does not save.
Okay. So he's blind. For the duration, which is a minute. But at the end of each of his turns, he can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends. So he's blinded. So what does he get? Like disadvantage on like any attacks and pieces like that. And of course he can't see. So if a spell requires him to see, he cannot see the target. So, and then I will blinded. So, I'll stay nearby him, but I'm like not within like swinging range of anything he has. So I will stay out of like direct reach of him, but I'm one of the more melee-ish type of people here, Kohi and I. So I'll stay nearby to engage him if I need to. So
Okay.
Bonus action. Yeah, let's Let's do a bardic inspiration on Quixotic. Do the damage. Quix, do the damage. Hit him.
With that, it is Sonic's turn.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna still be on ear hearing
Okay.
though.
Quicks, you still there, buddy?
Gotta turn the mute back off. I'm gonna draw the Durga Dagger and close with Puppy.
Okay.
I don't know what the distance we're braining here is, but do you think I'll be able to do it with one movement, or do you
Yeah,
think I'll...
you'd be able to do it with one movement. He saw
Alright.
you moving away and definitely wanted to get you before you got too far away.
Okay. All right, then I will. I guess close with him and give him a big ol' stab with the Durga Dagger,
Okay.
the Dimsdale Durga Dagger. I don't have any special shit.
So
Actually,
he's blinded. Do you roll with advantage?
Is he blinded?
He
He is blinded. Okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, I would roll with advantage, I believe.
Yeah, so
The blinded condition. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage and the creature's attacks have disadvantage. So thank you for that. Does that apply, I'm assuming? If he is the blinded?
Make your rolls. I'll tell you what you see. What happens?
Alright. Then I will roll with advantage. And I can only draw the one. 25 to hit.
A 20 does still hit though.
20 does still hit? Yes, 20 does still hit.
20 does still hit. So
Okay. So then if I do have advantage, I do get sneak, and if I don't have advantage, I don't get sneak.
you get the sense that he dodges out of the way, and is not blinded.
Interesting. Fair. Alright, so then it would just be just 8 then. Wait, no, that doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, D4 plus 6. Yep. And I rolled a 2. So he takes 8 magical piercing damage. And if he is concentrating on a spell, he has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay. Sounds good. With that, Kohi, you are up.
Oh, he's gonna light his ass up.
Do it.
I could buff the whole party too. Keep you guys rolling. With only 3 of you guys, I can actually just cast a first level bless. That'd be alright. That's alright. Okay, you guys all have bleast.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Alright.
That'll be my turn.
All right,
So
sounds good.
Also blessed. Which is gonna be this one.
On his turn, he is going to point to you, Nicola, and you, Quixotic, and so he says, Scrimshaw, I was gonna say Scrimshaw, Scrivenscry doesn't take kindly to damage like that. And he says, out with you. I need both of you. Go ahead.
Is he casting a spell?
You get the sense that he's doing something with his hands. Uh, so he's doing something with his hands.
Okay. If I get the impression that he's casting a spell, I get the magical sense that I can stab him in the face.
Say that again.
I said if I get the sense that he's casting a spell, I get the magical sense I can stab him in the face because I have Mage Slayer.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to cast a spell.
Alright, sorry,
Does
continue.
does the Your Mage Slayer happen before or after he casts the spell?
It's listed as a reaction, so I'm
So
not.
that would happen after.
Yep.
So I need both of you to go ahead and roll me charisma saving throws, please.
You are
Okay.
bleached.
I am bleaced and I am within 5 feet of him, so I have advantage. I'm gonna need it. Let me roll my bleaced
D4.
D4.
19.
Does Bardic Inspiration apply to any D20 roll? What are the stipulations?
I think it's
It
any
does.
roll.
Yep,
Like any
it does.
D20 roll.
You're good.
All right, what's the
D6.
D6.
D6? It hasn't gone up by now? Aren't we like level 10?
7. Maybe.
Yeah, it does. So I took two levels of
Oh, okay.
Warlock, right? So yeah, I'm
Mhm.
not
So
that
it's a-
full
it's a
level. at,
D6,
so,
okay.
Yeah, it's a D6.
So
I think
I'm
next
at
comes a D8. Oh,
I'm at
actually, let me double
13,
check that.
and I'm not
no.
comfortable with that. God damn it, 15. Just blow.
I guess that's a DC 16 roll.
Well, I don't know, but I wasn't comfortable with a 13 for sure.
Nicola, you feel your body kind of begin to kind of scrunch down, and you kind of flex your shoulders and you kind of shrug it off. As you guys watch Quixotic bam into another plane of existence.
No.
Fuck yeah!
Well, we're gonna have to fuck him up because he's gonna be concentrated on that shit.
Banishment.
So, Quixotic, you are banished to a harmless demiplane.
Sounds like a plan.
Because you are from this plane, right?
I assume,
I-
technically,
I assume so as well, unless you want to tell me differently. And then
well, I do not want to tell you differently.
That'd be a very different problem that you would have right
Yeah,
now.
I do not want to tell you differently, but I will double check because I think technically I am a doppelganger. So let's see if
That would be a plot twist right there.
And you killed him.
well, no, I wouldn't be dead. I don't come back.
For future references, so my bad this time, but it is a D8. So going forward, D8. So
Hang on.
I thought it was D6 too, so I.
yeah, now I gave you bad information. So
Literally, I don't know if one more would do it, but God, I want to
No,
re-roll
no.
that that D8 now.
We know for next time.
Yeah.
Oh,
See.
And so that's going to end his turn. And so me and Nicola's up.
Fuck this guy. I'm Eldritch Blast him again.
Okay.
And you said that it is just a straight roll. It's not an advantage.
He is
Right.
not blinded. No.
Okay. Ooh.
No, but that'll definitely hit.
Take a 1, 28 to hit. For
And
blast.
then I'd like to do it again.
It says
Oh.
they're found in every land and culture, so we're gonna
Okay.
say I'm from Faerun.
I'll let that one go. I'll let that one be.
I don't want to be from the Underdark because that'd be real bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so math. 28?
28 total. Yep.
Force damage, right? Yeah.
Yeah, well, force and necrotic.
7 necrotic.
Yeah.
Then I will poke back behind my bookcase as much as I can.
Okay.
Concentration checks.
He makes both his concentration checks.
Boo.
Sounds like a hand wave.
Yeah. He's
No,
got
no.
He's got like a +9 to his concentration check.
So, all right. With that, we are looking at Monty.
All right. It doesn't look like the bless or the blindness took hold on him, right?
It does not. He looks to be moving around pretty wimbly nimbly.
Okay. So then I am going to step up within 15 feet of him
Okay.
and cast Spirit Guardians on myself.
Okay.
Oh, that will, so you will start to see these mystical fairy fey-like creatures come around, and they're like flipping him the bird and like shooting, taunts at him and all kinds of stuff. And he will take 3d8 radiant damage on a failed wisdom save. DC 16.
A wisdom save. Turns out he's pretty wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does make the save, being the wizard essentially that he is.
So he'll take 8
Okay.
radiant damage. Okay. And then that is going to be up on me for the next 10 minutes. So,
Okay.
and then I am not actually he's a caster guy. I'm gonna step up base to him, then use the rest of my movement to move right up into
Okay.
his face and stay there. So yeah. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, he is going to go to Kohi's turn.
Go to Kohi's turn. Yeah, did he? Yeah, obviously he made his concentration save on Banner.
He did.
So
Yeah.
We're going to. I don't know if I want to cast something that big. 3 slots. Do this. Yeah, actually, do 3 level. I cast Guiding Bolt.
Glide.
Yeah, that's
Guiding
good.
light.
Hey, that'll hit.
Oh yeah. 3rd level.
Yeah, a couple of
Big
ones and
money.
twos in there. 17
whammy.
radiance damage.
Okay.
And the next person to attack it has advantage.
Okay.
Next to first hit, I think. Next first attack. On a hit,
and
target takes radiant damage. The next attack roll made against its target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So, 1 attack.
okay, so Nicola would get the next advantage.
Assuming I don't get banished too.
Well, he's got to make a concentration saving throw again.
Yeah, wait a second. My computer is thinking.
Pop 3 or 4 times. Bound to hit something.
So you roll a 12 there.
Hey-yo.
Yeah. So he is still banished. All right. With that, it is his turn. And he's gonna look to you, Nicola, because you have done a boatload of damage to him. He's gonna point his finger at you. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you feel this wave of negative energy starting to sear your skin in pain.
Or
Do I
beast.
think it's like a spell?
Oh, it's definitely a spell.
I counterspell it.
Tap 2 blue.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you're casting at 5th level.
Sir?
Uh,
If this is anything close to what I think it is, he's still gonna have to roll, right?
uh, yeah. So you are definitely gonna have to roll. If the casting are okay, so you attempt to interrupt.
Or higher, make an ability check. Spell casting ability. Equals 10 plus the spell's level. So is it a 4th, 5th, 6th level spell?
It is a 7th level spell.
Row 17.
Yeah.
Bless. I don't think
God.
20 and add
Bless help. I'm
your
not sure if Bless helps.
charisma.
If Bless is only attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
It is an ability check.
That's not an attack roll or saving throw.
Get it again, but it is whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. So that is not.
I think Bardic Inspiration would help with this, maybe, but
Vertically
you,
inspired. You ate that cookie already.
I tried. I tried.
You
to-
did.
I choked on that
You
cookie.
choked on it, yeah. You like tried to eat it and like 3/4 of the cookie fell out of your
Like,
mouth.
Well, I
you
thought it was
okay?
smaller than it was at.
You went to
than it
take a
actually
lick of the
was.
ice cream and the ice cream fell on the ground in the hot summer day.
So Keelan, what do you need me to do?
I need you.
Win.
17 spell casting
Win.
ability.
Roll a d20 and add your charisma bonus.
Add 20.
What's your spell casting modifier?
Hold on, let me
Really
find
Say
Plus
above
4.
on spells, it should be right in the middle or left there.
it. +4.
Yep. So roll a d20 and add 4.
17 or higher.
That's
Oh.
not gonna do it.
Nope. 14.
Ooh.
Yikes. Not counterspelled.
All right.
Tried.
Nicola.
You
You
were
take.
attacking Josh, weren't you?
No, it's actually Nicola.
Oh.
Because Nicola did a bullet of damage to him.
Mhm.
But Nicola, you take 62 damage.
What?
Is that just?
Ouch.
There's no saving throw. You just take it.
Well,
Take it
the
to
saving
mouth?
it was rolled to hit.
Jesus
Probably.
Christ.
Oh no, he
goodness.
rolled a con
This,
save.
this was a roll
Yeah.
for the counter spell, and then this was.
Oh no, did you roll the
what-
con save?
What
Oh.
check?
He
didn't
rolled
roll
the
the con
counter
save.
spell.
Oh,
You rolled the.
okay.
This was the counter spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw then.
Oh
You
my
had
god.
less for this.
Please roll. Please
You,
roll
yeah,
high.
you better roll well.
Oh,
Oh,
Bless
fuck.
ain't gonna help you this.
Well,
Wah,
there you
wah.
go.
I
Okay.
got the feeling I'm down, boys.
You can take that 60 some damage, buddy. You're probably down, maybe or close to it.
How much damage was it? 60.
62.
If I was at full health, I would have 1 health left. I'm not at full
Oh,
health.
dang.
You're not at full health.
The narrator says he was not at full.
Oh, boy.
One shotted. Good night.
All right.
Colin and Rihanna are just going to come back to a bunch of new characters.
A bunch of that's
Bunch of
that's what's gonna
corpses.
happen. Oh, you pissed off the wrong wizard.
we didn't do well in sweeps week. You gotta bring in new people.
All right. So that's gonna end his turn. So then I guess Nicola, I need you to roll me a dex saving
fuck.
throw play, please.
Is it this button? It is. Okay.
That you get less as well too.
Oh,
Oh, you're good.
Do you
though.
really?
It's the saving throw.
Yeah,
so.
but you're unconsciously dying.
Why?
When does
a
bless
person-
end if you're becoming
I mean,
incapacitated
to-
or
I believe does bless work.
Does not
on
say
death
it goes
save.
down if the creature's
Death
unconscious.
save. So unfortunately, no. Like bless, like if you can apply when making them. Yes.
Yeah,
It is
okay,
a saving throw.
gotcha.
And
Okay, sounds good. With that, Monty, you are up.
All right.
I
So
need you to hit him hard enough to break his concentration.
yeah, I know. I don't hit very hard. That's the problem. All right, we're gonna do so. Spirit Guardians are gonna go for
No innate.
3d8, and then I'm gonna slash him with Talon. So let's do
Okay.
the Spirit Guardians first and roll the 3d8. Once again, it's a Wisdom
Max.
save. Oh, that's a pretty good one.
It ain't bad.
And then Talon is a 19 plus a d4, 22.
That'll hit.
It's 14 damage.
Okay.
Just keep
Um,
dinking him.
14. So if he saved, Wisdom save DC 16 on Spirit Guardians, then he took 7, if not 14, and he took 14 damage with Talon.
Oh, he has to make the wisdom saving throw again for Spirit Guardians.
Um,
I think he just
so if an affected creature speed, when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn here, it must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8. Does that read as every turn he has to make the Wisdom save?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, he rolled a 16.
All right.
So I'm gonna take 7 on that.
He takes 7.
Okay.
And then 14 from Talon.
Sounds good. And then he's gonna make
Concentration.
his concentration check.
Concentration cumulative for the total of damage, or like if it's
If
multiple like
It's
this, or what is it?
10, or you have to do more than 20.
No, I meant like, okay, I did 7 damage and then I did 14 damage.
No,
Does he
it's
roll
per
against
hit.
No. Okay.
per hit?
It's
Okay.
one for
Each hit, he has to. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Eat one for each hit. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's if you go over 20, you can raise the DC
Yeah.
because
Okay,
if
got it.
What is it? The damage halved rounded down is the DC or 10.
So if you rolled if you did 22 damage, you'd have to roll 11 or higher.
Yeah.
Got it.
But no, he is still concentrating. All right. And with that, we're gonna move to Kohi.
Nerd looking. I look at him. How's this guy looking?
Hey, he's looking pretty beat up.
All right. We're gonna just, since we gotta be good in our spells, I will toll the dead. It has taken hit point damage. I don't know.
He has.
You didn't roll it. You had advantage on the first roll, Josh, unfortunately. 'Cause
Oh
Kyle
yeah,
rolled
you're right.
it.
I did. Yeah, on the
But you hit it.
the
You hit him
attack.
anyways.
Yeah, the attack. Yeah, I did a good one. So could have been a
So-
crit though.
DC 16.
Wisdom save. All right.
God, these I know. Like I'm looking at like this is a Wisdom save. This is a Wisdom save. I don't like. Why are we casting this damn caster? He's good at this shit.
With a 24, he saves.
Boner.
Not
Does he take half as much or no?
on Toll of
It's
the
a
Dead.
it's a
Saver
all or
suck.
nothing.
Okay.
And bonus action will be healing word.
Pop him up.
My boy here. You'll get at 3rd level, so 3d4 is 12 plus 4, so 16 HPs. So ignore these dice, even though it was 2 4s and a 1. But you get full dice because you're at 0. So
Okay.
16 HPs.
So I'm sorry.
You
15?
get 16.
16.
So
Okay.
3d4 is 12 plus 4. So 12
Yep.
plus 4 is 16.
Okay. And with that, it is his turn. And you see him kind of reach into one of his pouches on him and pull out a scroll, a small little scroll, opens it up, and looks like he's getting ready to cast one of his likely spell scrolls. And he kind of grabs onto Kingsport, and goes to cast a spell. And you see him kind of like blink out of existence.
Got away.
You got
Uh,
away.
But leaving Kingsport there.
Oh,
Mission accomplished, boys.
It seems that Kingsport was not a willing creature to go with him.
oh, there we go. I was gonna start to ask Kingsport to help us, but yeah. Oof,
Kick him in the shin.
oof. Then we see just Quicks appear,
48 seconds later, right?
right?
Yeah, 48 seconds
We're
later.
looking around, see blip
Quicks.
back into existence.
Yeah.
I come out and go, surprise, cockbag, and try and stab him. He's not there.
Oh, wait, where'd he go?
Whoa.
Just whiff. Aw.
Oof. Well,
Been thinking about that for 60 seconds.
well, Kingsport, we got you. We're a little banged up in the process, but
Where'd he go?
but Kingsport's here. Well, so he ran. We apparently like pissed him off enough that he decided to teleport out. So he presumably teleported away. He could still be here somewhere,
Mhm.
but
Did
he
he take
teleported.
the fake page you gave him?
He didn't. I didn't never gave it to him actually because he was being a dick.
Oh, I thought he was gonna.
You did tell him about it, though.
I did tell him about it.
Yeah.
You told we gave
That's
him a
part-
name of a city, right?
Yeah.
There's like a teaser, like get the fuck out of here. So I'm assuming he ran away. So mission accomplished. Quicks, we got him. Mr. Kingsport. I hope you are appreciative of this and could lend us any aid that you can. You're not bound to us at anything, and if you would like to leave, you can. We don't believe in that sort of thing here. But if you'd like to aid us, you can aid us. So
He says, I will aid you as best as I can. I'm good at hauling things, but I'm not so good at fighting things.
we could somewhat hold our own. Actually, half of our party was missing for that one, so we can toe to toe a bit. But yeah, we would appreciate you hauling things or any of your experiences that you may have been on, lending your knowledge. I think that will help.
He says, I as a thank you, I can give you these tomes that Scrimscry had deemed valuable. There's 6 of these texts that seem to kind of talk about the outer planes. And he hands you 6 tomes on the outer planes that you think to a good collector probably worth about 250 gold pieces each.
Hell yeah, that's good. Drop that down. We'll go find ourselves a good collector.
Yeah, right.
Or me in a museum. They're really good collectors, by the way. Museums are.
They do. Do they pay top dollar?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's in a museum, and that's all
That's
that
true.
matters.
All right. Did you
Did you jot it down? 6 of
I'm
them.
about to, yeah. So 6,
Tomes of
next. Tomes,
the Outer
okay.
Plains, yeah.
Tomes of the Outer Plains, okay. I will make
Okay.
note of it. Each 250?
Each 250.
Who's all banged up from that besides Nikola? You're pretty you're
We all
very
we all
banged
got
up.
slapped around a little bit.
I don't think I
'Cause we all
took any
got chain
damage.
Yeah, you're
Except
like
for
I went to a
Quick.
spa. It was
Yeah.
great. I got a
I don't-
like a
Well,
mani
that and
pedi. It was
the
nice.
chain lightning fully missed me.
Yeah, me too. So I'm full actually. So do we need a bit of a break, like an hour breather, or are we good to?
Short rest might be nice.
Should we take an hour rest and then move on to the next spot?
Yeah.
Get to know Kingsport. That's
Yeah,
a-
well, and we can chat
perfect
with Kingsport for a little bit, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if we had a plan for a place to go, because otherwise, we could probably maybe call it an early night if we wanted, 'cause it's
Yeah.
10:30.
We got because like the library, and I don't know if there's anything else to explore in the library aside from this.
There's this thing, and then I don't know what else.
There's a couple other things around us.
I'm trying to remember what we were working on.
These ones, this one looks like it's a tower, so that one I think we need to do as a full group. And then this
Yeah.
looks like an arena of some sort. What
I
was
don't know,
this
it
one?
doesn't. It looks rather deadly. I did
Yeah.
have a thought. That technically the whole group shouldn't be available for, but I'm very tempted to go back to the bazaar where that thing is rampaging around, and just turn the flame skull bag inside out and run.
To be a chaos monster.
No, I want my second bag of holding, and I want to clear it out.
You want to get rid of that flame skull because the
Yeah,
damn
I wanna
thing
let the
from
flame
bunker.
skull out and then-
Occupied sticker on top of it.
What's that?
Do not open. Occupied.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe I would just sneak into the Tsar and open it up and let the flame skull out and run.
In the rampaging area, and then we'll come back and check on the destruction later.
Exactly. We'll see what happens. We'll just hear like explosions for a while.
If we want to, we might be prepared for that thing to turn right around on us, though.
Well, it could. Not saying it couldn't.
Adam, you want
Yeah,
to do it?
if you wanna head over.
You wanna do it? We
We
can do it. We can go try that out. Give it a good old lob.
Yeah.
Short rest first.
Yeah, short rest first for sure. I just want to get my hands on the second bag of holding.
Yeah, you guys spend an hour, kind of, continue to look through the books and see if there's anything else here. As Nikola takes a little bit of a breather here, you don't find anything else majorly of note. You find a little bit more kind of oddball information about Ithrin and kind of some of the Netherese people, but nothing major of note. So, and with that, you guys make your way to the door and head
For
north
those
to
of
the
you
bazaar.
rolling short rest, like rolling hit dice, you get an extra d6. Just so you know.
Oh,
No,
Bro. I want to roll more. Why did I never roll?
Oh, there you go.
nice. Okay.
Look good for a 3d8 +6.
Right. So yeah, you guys head north to the bazaar.
North to the bazaar. Stealth formation.
You guys are being stealthy. Go ahead and give me a marching order and a stealth check.
gonna be
I don't
me.
know.
Up the rear.
I assumed we were being stealthy, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we get up to the bazaar, it's probably a good idea to be quiet.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring the average down.
But I can.
Oof. Well, we tried.
They're being stealthy. I'm just walking as tall as I can.
Nicola's like stumbling a little bit, still feeling a little bit woozy from getting one-shotted by that Scriven's scry. So
They're so fucking loud.
Why are you guys whispering? I don't get it.
but yeah, as you're getting close, at first you didn't hear any movement in the bazaar, but as you get closer, you start to hear movement as you guys get closer. Kind of something seems to be awakening, hearing noises coming from outside the bazaar.
Oh, we're noisy. All right. Quick, so you ready?
Yeah, give me. I have an idea.
You have an
Watch-
idea.
Watch my new party trick.
What do we need to do? Do we need to run?
Oh,
Do
you
we
don't
need to
need
ready
to
to
do
run?
anything. You can stay outside.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
I cast invisibility on myself and then walk in and open the bag.
Okay.
Like I'll you know make a stealth check and kind of wander, kind of towards the center-ish. You know, like
Okay.
give it some room so that it's not gonna to immediately turn around. And then I'm gonna.
Okay.
There's nothing else in that bag because we found it empty, and that was like I swooped it over that. So
Okay.
I'll just turn it inside out and then just kind of try and sneak back.
You turn it inside out, and you don't see anything come out.
Of the bag of holding.
Yeah.
I'll peek inside.
You peek inside, and you've seen people flip their bags of holdings inside out before, and everything kind of flies out essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see anything. You do feel some warmth nearby though.
Warmth nearby. Okay. I'll so I
Go,
I am
go ahead,
sure.
go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. I am sure the bag is empty.
Yes, the bag definitely seems empty.
Okay. I will point out that technically the contents of the bag are in an entirely different plane of existence, so they would not be affected by invisibility.
I read that differently, but
That
yeah,
you read that differently.
I was thinking differently.
The bag has an interior space.
Anything that you are wearing or carrying is invisible.
Right, the bag is invisible, but the
Yeah.
contents of the bag are not on this plane of existence. Either way,
Yeah.
it can't see me, I can't see it, and I'm gonna walk.
Yep. Yeah. Perception wise, you feel the heat of what you think is the flame skull floating
Okay,
nearby. So
all right. I will. Yeah, I'll sneak back outside, and then I will drop invisibility.
you drop invisibility, and all of a sudden you hear chaos ensue
Yes.
inside the bazaar.
Yeah.
Yes. I like that to think the flames still call it getting a sneak attack, like stealthy attack on whatever that thing is over
fireball
there,
goes
and
off immediately.
Yeah.
Yep.
the thing's completely unaware. It's like, what the fuck? Blows up.
So
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
like
Well, now
that.
we have a second bag of holding. I will. I will
Nice.
give that to Montana. I say.
All right.
That
I'll put all
way I
my
know that
stuff
we
for the
can-
museum in it.
Exactly. That's exactly what my thought process was. So
Call this the museum bag.
Museum bag. Just writes on it in Sharpie museum bag.
I just write on it, put duct tape on it, and then I write on it. You might want to
Exactly.
change that later, so I want to
Nah, it's fine.
write on it.
Uh,
Awesome.
all right, and then yeah, so that's all.
Okay.
And then
Aw,
I think
okay.
maybe here, I don't know what this is, but maybe here next. And then my question is, like I said, it's getting to be, it's not quite
That time of
11,
the
but
year.
do we want to be, wrap up a little early so that when we start doing stuff as a group? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I think
So-
we can end it here.
Because this is essentially the spot where we went to with that now has the duel going on with the flame skull and the roaring.
No,
chaos.
that's up here.
Oh,
yeah.
that's up here.
This
Okay.
is new. Anything we haven't been to, still doesn't have a red circle around it. 'cause
What
that
does
was
this
count-
spot? What does this area look like? Just as like a cliffhanger for next time.
As you kind of walk down the street, you see silken drapes hanging from the walls of the storefront here. Their surfaces swirling with illusionary images of dragon's fire and twinkling star fields. A group of emotionless figures staying guard outside, looking for all the world like frozen statues.
Okay, I do not approach them anyway. I've seen this
Alright.
before. I've seen this episode before.
Okay.
Okay. Back to the library then with all our other comrades, and we'll chill there for
Sure.
the moment.
Yeah, you guys can head back to the library, and I think probably that's where we'll call it. As you guys emptied out your bag of holding, saw what looked to be a some sort of fabric shop. You got the sense based on what was in the windows there, and you head back and knowing that you only have a couple other places of interest here in Ethrin. So, and you guys would know that this is likely your remaining tower, looking for the
eighth
last
thing, yeah.
the last part of the incantation or that you're looking for. And you haven't really figured out, you haven't gotten much information as like what this area is here. So
Which area?
the one to the right of the tower.
Have
what's
we
that?
figured out like what we do with the incantations?
I mean, there's clues for each one, but I
Like
don't
where do we
know.
do it? Like where? Like I thought like we kind of have to like climb up this like elevator shaft sort of thing, right? Like in this like
So when you guys were at the base of the elevator shaft thing, you got the sense that that's likely where you would have to do to enter into the door.
Okay,
Okay, so we
So-
think we
The
have to do it
passphrase.
there.
magic door. That's the magic door.
To get through the force field, yeah.
Okay, so at the magic door, we think we need to do all the like clues.
Yeah.
The
Okay,
hand jive. Okay.
cool.
Does it like we should probably take a look if it requires any components. Some of them I think were like spread the blood of the fallen's firstborn or something like that.
Yeah.
Burnt palm loosens the tongue. Quench the flame in thy palm of ice. Destroy thy crown. Yeah. Consume poison. Do we have poison? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll take a look.
Okay.
With a wand from the nether oak. Did we get the nether oak? We did, didn't we? That was in the forest area, right?
You guys did get a
Yeah.
something from the Nether Oak.
We have ashes of the dead.
I can make ashes of
Yeah, that's my job. I do that.
we can make the dead and then we can make the ashes. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, thanks
Cool.
for
Good fun library
and putzing
library
around.
fight. Yeah.
It was good
Yeah.
Yeah.
times.
I think
Tutorial log.
next week, we are not